Okay, here we go. Hi everyone, we're glad to see you and welcome you to the revamp part two. Let me place everything. There will be a lot of info and I have the chat window open. So if you have a question along the way, um, go ahead. It'll be easier for me to stop and answer right away rather than in the end for a better conversation feel rather than just throwing everything in line. And also gonna have videos of your cameras here so I could watch some of the reactions at least. First of all, we have added the recording of our previous session is available on our blog, so you can watch that. And if you need the info for the market overview, and I did get a couple emails requesting that, so it's always going to be available here. Secondly, regarding this 6.11 release, I moved it to 1 week ahead, but we have added 3 features. So the site search case sensitivity. So now it's a little improvement that will make the search better. And we have WYSIWYG custom widgets added to the admin and some liquid improvements that should give you more flexibility. Have the recording. Okay. Mhm. Okay, let's go to the presentation. So last time we stopped at this graph showing the layout of the CMSs, the market of CMSs and had DXPs and their position on this graph that we chose the most proper for ourselves and to estimate our platform currently, our platform position currently and in the future. So the main question was, where's Triple right now on this graph? If you take cost and business potential um, proportion. So it's right here. We've taken one of the most complex site on Triple that utilizes most of the Triple's functionality, especially those shiny features, executing zones, e-commerce, custom modules, advanced CRM. And we tried to replicate it in Wix, and we couldn't on their highest plan. So we couldn't go for any further than 30%. If we take if we measure the potential that the business value that that website carries gives to the customer, to the site owner, compared to what can be done on Wix. So if we look, so currently we're working, this is our main source of business. this area. So this is where the BC was, and this is most sites were. But with our developments and more additions to the platform, we are moving our slowly but surely moving to this area where the DXP area, and uh, but we're on this market, and our agencies, our customers, our target audience is also operating in this market. Um, Let me remind you that these platforms, you guys gave us this list, so this is what came from surveys. So this is what um, uh, you are competing with on the market. 1 second, please. Guys. So yeah, this is what you guys competing with on the market in the area or wherever you operate in, and you are using Triple to. We see that most profitable projects for you, for agencies, and most long-term projects that getting updates and so on are mostly in this area. So projects that are not possible with other platforms. And the next conclusion we made is that this area is the most promising source of business. And it's not just for us. It's the most promising source of business for agencies. So with these projects, you guys earn and win more clients and make more profit. And the same as, and there's a potential for us there as well. So we questions ourselves, so what do we do now? Considering that we're currently here, but this one is the most promising for us as a platform. So we know how to move in this direction. So we know how to add features and develop features and make our platform more capable. So we're good in that. And in fact, we planned out this direction fairly easy. As I mentioned in the last presentation, we took all the pros and strengths of the DXPs, and we created a list and prioritized that, and we can clearly see how we can add those features to our platform and make it compatible with the DXP market. So, and this is the features that we create the list of features that we created to hit the DXP area, hit the DXP market. And the first one is the open API, and that feature alone will get us into this area. So like full open API where you can customize the web interface, or create your own web interface. And this is what we're planning to accomplish. So give the extensive open API access, and make it available to our customers. And it's fairly not a complex or long-term project. For us, we could integrate it, and it will be like up to between 3 to 6 months. More payment gateways is the next feature that we see is lacking. It would help us to get and jump further into DXP realm. Plug and play integrations like Google Translate, Google Reviews, RSS feed, YouTube, Vimeo, Dropbox, etc. Staging environment, that's an important thing. And in fact, we see some great potential in there because we could We can make it very user friendly and for developers. So yeah, we can definitely build something interesting. Multilingual support is the next thing. Personalization is a huge thing. And if we can offer that, make it accessible on the lower plans, that would be an awesome feature. So this is something that is strictly in the DXP related. It's strictly DXP related feature. Extended analytics for e-commerce and for all kinds of activity, site activity. Native email marketing. That's a huge feature that it's almost like a completely separate market, but definitely a thing that we're considering adding in the future, and that would help us get into the DXP area. Sales channels for social media, improved admin for mobile. So, and this is a minor one, but just the mobile layout, but we're also considering creating an app to manage the website. Portal enhancement, UI UX for starters. So we already have that in designed. So for people that are not for absolutely new um, registrations, people that are not familiar with our platform, we have this tutorials and all that stuff. So this has already been designed and we're awaiting the development, and features like moving site, managing subscriptions, deleting site, and so on, just to make your agency's life a little easier. And referral program. So everybody has the referral program. We do not have it yet, and we're planning to add that. Uh, this list came from the analysis of the market, and of course, together with this list, we will be adding public backlog items. Some of them like advanced filtering and um, full Mailchimp integration goes together with this list, and we will be mixing these together. Community presets and AI integration. This is something that I'm not gonna go deep and I'm not gonna go too deep into that. So this is something we have discussed internally, and hopefully we will be presenting that as separate projects as part of especially this one, the community presets, as part of the ecosystem vision that we have. So again, we understand how we add features to platform, but the biggest question for us is, as for developers, is how do we sell our platform? So as you know, as I mentioned in the past presentations, we did have a brand, we did have a position, um, recognition in the BC realm, and um, it was an easier marketing effort for us to sell Triple. We already had a Triple brand. We already had a co-production brand. And we already had people who knew us and trusted us. So we already had that trust established. So from the marketing perspective, it was not a big, and considering the EOL urgency, it was not a complex or marketing strategy. So now with Triple in the open market, as I call it, we need to learn how to sell our platform or get somebody's help to sell our platform. So I went into the market and to find a company or a person to help us to build a marketing strategy and for years and help us find the start, a good start, and to help us define the direction where we're gonna move. And I found this gentleman here in US. He's a founder of a European agency. He just moved to US to 2022 with his family permanently. And this guy's been working, his agency was working with major clients, mostly in Europe. But they also partnered with agencies like Droga and Accenture. Uh, Probably some of you guys know them. And awards, they got a lot of awards 3 bronze lions on the Cannes Festival, and there's a huge list. And I just booked the brands that I knew personally, but I was very impressed with the campaigns that they did. It was fascinating, and we did a couple sessions, and we showed him the he started a firm here in the U.S. right now, and he has a team, and we met a couple times, and I showed them the where we are in the market and so on, and we had first couple sessions, and I got really impressed, and I decided we need to work with this guy in the long term. So this partnership has been so April, we met April last year. So it's probably like 9, 10 months soon. And we're going to be working all this year, all year long with him and the team. I'll get more details a little later. So we started from the scratch. So that's what he suggested, that if you guys are, we wanted to rebrand already at that point, and he suggested, let's start from the scratch. Let's start like you're just the beginning. And so we went in and decided to do the marketing brand strategy, brand platform, as he calls it. And I'm new to this area. I thought I know something, but I figured that I had to learn a lot of things and read some books, but it was a very interesting process. So there will be a little theory that I hope you guys can find helpful for your agency as well. And one of the reasons I go into the details, uh, again, from my conversations with Dan, our brand strategy and our marketing strategy should help you sell better. So we started with the brand platform, and the brand platform is, let me go from the bottom. So first of all, it really helps our target audience sell our platform better. So when our target audience understand, and we are in the B2B and you resell our platform, when our target audience understands what's our brand platform and what do we bring to the market comparing to the other offers, it's easier, and it sells better. So brand platform defines the brand's essence and helps diversify from competition. It creates coherence between teams, and we already integrated that 6 months ago to our support team, development, and also the marketing team who's now working on on our platform. And the next is it's a foundation for successful marketing campaigns and sales. Now, let me show you the actual brand platform. It may be a little too complex, but I'll try to simplify it as much as I can. Uh, First is a target audience. So we defined every level of the layer of the brand platform. Our target audience are ambitious web agencies, the primary core target audience, and enterprises limited by the current platform. Their ideas and potential often exceed their current opportunities and resources. So this is really important. So we understand that our target audience, our favorite clients are those who want to build bigger things and want to have bigger ideas, long-term ideas, replicating solutions. So something that partner agencies that want to build more than just websites, but digital experiences, referring to our last session. Uh, what's in the offer? We're not going to go through this. This is basically the features, main features of our platforms. You guys are familiar with those. Now, this is the key layer, and the emotional advantage. What does our client feel? And this is very important. This is something that important for our UI and UX designers and for our marketing teams. So this is what we want in all our communication. We want your clients and you feel like you're in charge uh, whenever you interact with our with our platform, our product. It took us a lot of time to define this one. And again, we also compared regarding the emotional advantage. We also compared the emotions that other that agencies have with other platforms on the market, and we found this one very promising. So, what do we believe in? These are our brand values, and besides independence, straightforward, I will highlight the community as the ally. So this is something that we would like to be one of our core values. So this is how the platform started, and the reason why we have this session and previous in this and the future, the next week, the one next week, is we want to be open as much as possible and gather as much feedback as possible, especially whenever we make major changes. Make it right is another value that we you could probably see that in our latest releases in 6.10 that took a little longer, but we made it right for infrastructure and architecture. A brand character, this is something will be used by marketing mostly. So this is what the mood that we want to broadcast in our marketing activities. Our mission is to enable businesses reach their highest potential. So this is why do we exist? Why we exist. So this is it goes in line with that graph as well. And the final, the most important one, the essence, the point, the core of our brand is what we are about is the no limits platform. We want to be known as the no limits platform. And we want this to be the distinctive factor on the market. So we want to be like, if WordPress is known for open source or mainstream or whatever, Shopify is known for e-commerce, we want to be known as the no limits platform. If you want to build something big and grow something big, we want to be that one, the first one on the list for those challenges. Now let's talk about the new name. So we started the brand platform, and we had the brand platform. And then we started to work on the new name. We had several drafts before we started in the working with the brand strategist. And this is the list that we had for the new name. So the first requirement for the new name was it should be easy to remember and communicate over the phone. So just one quick, and I noticed that I wasn't witnessing phone conversations of agencies, of partners, um, sharing about our platform and the capabilities, and they did a great job explaining how powerful the platform is. But when the potential new customer asked, what's the name? It was triple.co, and that he had to spell it several times. So this is something I didn't like and wanted to go away from. No startup feel. We figured that when it comes to web presence, businesses don't want to trust startups. They want something established. They want something that sounds and feels old school, I would say. So in this technology spectrum, this is what we found is important especially for the site owners, for the end customer. For the icon sign and for the logo, we had a requirement. It should have a separate icon and sign and lettering version. It should reflect the Blad platform as much as possible. Next requirement was it should have a strong feeling of something solid, promising solution and control, which goes in tech with the brand platform. And .com was must have. So we should have had the .com available, not available, but we should purchase it, and we should have the .com domain available. Our main domain is our main domain, and it must sound great with .com. Okay. So we tested countless options of the new name, countless. So we have this huge, and in fact, we were going back and forth many, many times in every stage. We would, how about this game? How about this name? Also, we had um, test testers, so people that existing some existing partners that are strong in marketing, but mostly potential target audience that at the time were not our clients yet. Um, one of them was from the DXP. Oh, Aaron from Organo. He was helping us to define the name, and he knew the brand platform and everything. So we consulted with potential customers and existing agencies about the new name and how did it sound for them? How does it look does it look like? And yeah, we finally figured it out. And this is not the name, this is the design agency that we gave the name um, to develop logo for us, which was another 3 months project. We're going through many, many iterations, and we also had Dan, the brand strategist, also participated in the process. So, and now we're finally ready to present the final version. I have a little video for you here. So if we're not watching at the screen, it's about time you do. How do I pull this? Okay. Okay, so this is our new name. It's called WebinOne, and I'll show you a little our logo book that we did for this together with Leak Agency. So this is a design and the actual icon, and we have the separate lettering. These are the combinations to separate words, and these are different variations. Without just the lettering, without .com and with .com, and and these are the variations of the sign that we'll be using. Um, my favorite one is the submerge. I really like this one. And the most important, the socks. So yeah, we want to have the socks version. Now if we go back to the requirements, and we were going back and forth. So this is, yeah, so mm, it's easy to remember. Let's go to the first one. It's easy to remember and communicate over a phone. So if somebody asks you what's the platform, say it's webinone.com. They just go in and they see it. You don't have to spell it. And in fact, we have purchased both webinone.com, so you can now see the welcoming message. We also, this was a premium domain, so we had to buy it from a private party through GoDaddy. And we also got WebinOne as a digit number one. And during yesterday's session, I think Andy suggested we buy this one. We didn't have it, but so we bought this one as well. WebIn.one. Yeah, so there's no startup field. This is very old school way of learning of naming as you especially in the States. So, and this is the feedback we got a lot from here in the States for the new names. Like, hey, we have this cool today. or something is, so there's a solution, there's an action, right, the promise, right, tailored right inside the name. So very old schools, it's coming from, I don't know, 60s, 70s. And yeah, so it definitely checks that mark. So we have the separate sign and separate lettering version, as you saw on the t-shirt example. If you ask, how does it reflect the brand platform? I don't know if anybody have noticed how it reflects it, but it's in the logo. So basically mm, the blue shape represents the platform and W represents the potential. And we are planning to add animations. And if you notice in the animation, the W is growing, it's changing, and the platform follows. So it reflects the growth, the no limits um, essence aspect, that whatever is in the shape, whatever is in the platform, it can change and move in any direction, and the platform will follow and not create limits. Um, and of course, it has the strong feeling, something solid, promising, a solution that is the WebinOne solution. .com, yeah, we have the .com. I mentioned about that. Okay, if we have any questions or concerns about the new name, I can go ahead and start with and show you how did we apply the new name and the brand platform in action for the upcoming website. So this is the mock-up that is going to the illustrator. So this is what we done internally, and we send it to a contractor illustrator to do illustrations for us, to look as world-class as possible. So this is the slogan we chose, the unlimited digital experience. And it goes on par with the brand platforms. And also it goes with the DXP term that will be aiming. And we think that's an opportunity for our agencies not to sell the CMS, but to sell the DXP to their customers from the very start. So as you can see in the slogan, we have the brand essence, the no limits platform, and the market positioning combined all together. So the no limits platform plus DXP, unlimited digital experience, take full control of the web's potential. And here we defined the main points on the homepage. We defined the main pains of agencies, of our target audience, and we just went in and designed sections based on the solutions to the primary pains of our target audience. So then the primary pain we figured is scaling. So we figured that if there are a lot of potential, since we are here right now, and there's a lot of potential here, it's not just for the new builds, it's also for the migrations. So we figured that for you as an agency, it's harder to work with customers that um, have experience with do-it-yourself platforms and with templates, and it's really very frequently it's a very frustrating experience where the customers would tell, "Oh, I know how to do that. I saw they have the builder. I saw they have the templates," and so on. The best customers are those who have that experience and they hit the limit and they need something more. And this is where they approach agencies that, okay, we have this requirement, these requirements, and we need you to create a solutions for us. So scaling is absolutely a great opportunity and absolutely promising um, direction that you guys can offer to new and existing clients. So that's why we just defined it as a primary pain. and we address it with the our solution to this pain is extensive development tools, custom modules, Liquid, FTP, extensive FTP, and OpenA API, scalable infrastructure. That's an easy sell with the dedicated server model. If they use in any enterprise solution where they have pay for their own servers, our offer beats any offer with its flexibility, with ability to um, enable and turn on servers on demand. Growth-friendly pricing model. We will talk about that next week. Custom development services and migrate from anywhere. So this is yeah, we'll talk about the migration a little later here. Oh, custom development services. Yes. So this is the team, basically our team that can develop things for you on our platform if you don't have enough expertise. The next pain we figured was the ecosystem. Plugins and compatibility and separated billing. How one of our partners quoted plugins nightmare. So this is a huge pain for a lot of agencies, especially those who work with WordPress. Constant security concerns and vulnerability, manual updates that carry high risk, separate invoices. So our solution to that pain is seamless updates of CMSs and extensions of the CMS and extensions at no extra cost. So we want it to be always included. Native extensions for third-party, no third-party developers. There's a typo. Maximum security, and we will emphasize a little more on the security based on the comments from the previous sessions, and consolidated billing. So there's always one invoice for everything. Super manageable. So these are the pains that we defined for management. Adminophobia keeps many site owners from taking control of the website. Multi-level ownership can be complex to manage, and traditional editing requires access to the admin panel. As an agency, it's hard to build your library of templates and implementations, separate invoices. So we have WebinOne portal, on-site editor, multi-user admin, and consolidated billing. The next one is this is where we appeal to our emotional advantage. So the pains, the in charge one. So the pains are lack of control, time-consuming operations, management, and billing, and our solutions are reseller pricing, dedicated agency portal, consolidated customizable billing again, Team One on demand. So we'll talk about what's Team One a little later. Pay-per-use pricing model. Pay-per-use pricing model is in next week's subject, and white labeling. And the migration center. This is a huge separate market, and we see a lot of opportunity for you as well. The migration is expensive, long, and sometimes even impossible. Solution of the box. Our solution is out of the box migrations, as we did with BC. We have very unique experience with migrations of complex websites and some solutions that are help us automate migration as well. And the final pain was this is what we found in the surveys, is the Autobots responses are not helpful and take time. So people don't want to chat with bots or AI. So our solution is always humans in every message. Okay, let's go further and rebranding schedule. So how are we going to rebrand? First of all, we wanted to do the overnight wow, super wow effect with the wow effect rebranding. So you come to the website and it's WebinOne. There's no mention of triple. And we decided that the idea of the 2-second wow effect together with 3 months of stress is not worth it. So we decided to, and we'll put much stress on the community So we decided to make it gradual and as stressless as possible. So we are taking and we are leaving some room for feedback as well. So all February, March, and April, we will be doing internal transitions and on the forum portal, we have a lot of things to change inside the code. The treehouse, we have to figure out that with the treehouse members. The triple docs, that requires some work a little bit from Adam. Good luck. We're considering to Slack. We're considering to switch to Discord. So we see others platform use that, and we'll talk about that with you guys. That will be one of the conversations. For Zapier, for example, our Zapier extension will require republishing with a new name. So this will take and this will take time to get all the approvals from the Zapier party. Social media's emails, we'll have to change all of our emails, trial sites as well. So this is our schedule, and we're looking forward to get feedback from you guys during this period. Now, Triple Services is we are planning to rebrand it to Team One, and so let me show you the new page layout. So basically, it's going to be the same services, but under the new name. And again, we're open in this as well. So if you're a services user, we'll be happy to hear from you on your feedback on the new name. Maybe you have other suggestions. Next, we have the final date for the complete transition. So on May 2024, we plan to completely leave Triple CMS and have everything on with WebinOne. And on May 2024, we're gonna have our first marketing campaign that we are launching with Dan and his team, and one of our team members will also join his team and will be representing us and work with the team on the marketing campaign. We're already signed for it, so it's definitely coming. We don't know how they're gonna do that, so they have their own plan. It's gonna be very independent process on their side. So they have the brand platform. Luckily, we did it together. They have all the insights. They will have the one of our team members. So, and they will lead that project, and we'll keep you updated. I'm actually looking forward um to see what they're gonna do. Okay, so now let's finish with the marketed positioning. So where we understand where the triple was, as you remember, and our question was, how do we sell it, and what's our position on the market? Will be with WebinOne, with a rebranded, with a new brand and a new brand strategy. So this is how it looks like. So we want to, with the next release, when we move completely to WebinOne, we want to approach the DXP area and call ourselves DXP. And we want to move into both directions, into directions of the current source of business and to CMS area. In fact, we would like to expand in this area, mostly by changing our pricing model and making some management adjustments. And we also will be expanding in the long term. Most of our development resources would go into directions of DXP, and we want to compete on that market. And we see and this is what we see our future and our potential. So where you as a target audience can work with us, with our platform on every level, from the very start, from the very smallest to the biggest scope or that you get from your potential customers. Which leads us to the next session that we will be holding next week, where we'll be discussing the new pricing model and ecosystem. This is it. If you guys have any questions, comments, I'll be happy to answer. Okay, thank you, Don. Thank you, David. Okay, we'll wait for, I'll stop recording now, and we'll be waiting for we'll give it a couple more minutes for any final questions.